Connor Price. I'm an independent artist. Today I'm on my way to pick up the multi-platinum artist, one of hip-hop's most recognizable voices, and one of my personal favorites, entrepreneur, philanthropist, best-selling author, the one and only Big Sean. We just dropped a song together. We're about to record a music video in this 1969 Ford Bronco. Before I do, wanted to talk to him a little bit. Let's get it. I hope I'm not interrupting some neighborly banter here.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
What's up, dude?
What's up, bro?
Are you a car guy?
I'm a Ford guy.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, so that's why you said it feels at home?
Detroit
Oh,
guy,
of course.
Bro. You know, I'm like really cool with the Ford family.
Yeah?
Yeah. Bill Ford. Shout out my dogs.
That's so cool.
Actually, that studio is my management company who owns that one. So you just saw a whole bunch of managers, people doing deals. You know, working out the contract for me and you song. You know.
Sure.
Yeah. Charge you $1 million a verse.
I didn't get that message yet.
Congratulations on your album, though.
Thank you, dude.
Tonight.
I appreciate it.
I really support and appreciate independent artists. I'm from a place, I'm from Detroit, where it's like kind of a city that always felt like we got overlooked and had to really work and earn for our spot. So I really do identify. I was lucky enough to get major label breaking, the co-sign of one of my favorite rappers and all these things. But at the same time, I feel like because I do have that, it's an awesome privilege that I get to support independent artists as well, and we get to meet up.
You toured with Russ. You just dropped the song with Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you did the song with Coda.
Yeah,
we're doing this song.
Coda, yeah.
Is you aligning yourself with independent artists intentional, or is that?
No, it's intentional. Yeah, and then shout out Peasy too. His album drops tonight as well. He's an independent artist from the crib. I'm on there as well, and Icewear Vezo and GT and all those guys, they all independent. They my boys, Babyface Ray, and
of course.
All y'all are the guys, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to support the guys and help out any way that I can. Just if it was the other way around, I know y'all would too, because I can tell enthusiasts and people who really care for the craft and for the art form and are doing it for those reasons.
Sure.
I don't care how many followers you got or this and that or the engagement or whether the song blows up, whether it doesn't. It's just kind of I'm really just doing things just for the feeling right now.
Or is this something you feel like you've shifted on recently?
I've actually been on that mindset for a long time, but I think I've just been acting on it more.
I feel like every time I check Spotify, every Friday you've put a verse somewhere. you're on everybody's stuff, no matter who they are, like you said, no matter what their follower count is. I think that's so cool. And it's also clear that you're delivering the highest you can to every artist. The fact that after we did this song and you had 2 moments, because all my music is clean. Yeah. And you had 2 moments where you cussed and you went back in and re-recorded it. There's some artists I know who are just starting out that wouldn't take the time to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I do notice that your music is pretty clean, and I respect that.
Sure.
And so I try not to curse that much at all, but there were a couple, so you're right. And then when I realized that, I went back and edited them. Yeah, because I do realize that I like going to other people's spaces and doing me, but at the same time meeting them halfway if it's something that I can do anything. So, you and Peasy are probably polar opposite types of artists.
That's what I'm saying. You're doing everything,
And I'm actually comfortable in each habitat. And that's something that I'm proud of. And that's the duality of myself as an artist and as a human being. I grew up in the hood, and then I went to a school that I went to a Waldorf school in Indian Village that was completely different than where I grew up, but it gave me a certain duality. It was an art school.
Okay.
And ever since then, I just always had a certain duality to me where I could just be in any environment. And that's something that I want to keep nurturing and keep watering. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. No, and you've made that really clear. And I appreciate it. The fact that I get to have a moment like this is amazing. So thank you. Seriously, I appreciate it.
Of course, man. When it comes to you feeling your first album, if there's any advice, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're at a whole different place. You have a whole family.
Yeah.
You got 2 kids. You got a wife that you work with.
Yeah.
And I think you're in a whole different place as a person. So I just think enjoy it together. You already won.
Yeah.
That's one thing you always have to keep in mind, is that we get caught up in the results.
For sure.
But you got to realize that with all the chaos going on in the world, the fact that you get to make music and express yourself and impact another life, you're being of service.
Yeah.
So you already won.
Sure.
So congratulations on that. Just enjoy the moment, and the moment's going to pass. But what's not going to pass is the love you have between you and your family, the love you have for your art form, the love you have for your purpose. You know, like this album will last forever, but in some ways it will come and go.
Sure.
You know, in some ways it won't be like it's dropping today.
Sure.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, so enjoy the moment. I kind of like got discovered when I was like at the very beginning of learning how to rap. So like by the time I got to 100 songs, that was like me being on my Dark Sky Paradise album. And
wow,
I feel like that's why it's one of my best albums to date.
Yeah.
Because I was about 100 songs deep at that point.
Okay.
And I really do feel like those 10,000 hours, those 100
Sure.
songs, that really makes a difference. I was even talking to like J. Cole about that one day. He's like a few years older than me, and he got on at a time where he was like building his songs up, you know what I'm saying? And I never really got that opportunity. I was doing songs, but like not that many.
Sure.
You know, I had like one mixtape that I was selling in high school.
Yeah.
Then I met Ye in rap form, and then I was like built my mixtape circuit organically, like on Dat Piff and live mixtapes, like Finally Famous Volume 1, 2, 3, and then like the Detroit mixtape. But that's all that I had, you know. And then I was just like making these albums, and as an artist, I wasn't fully established with myself. But I guess that's also beauty in that too, you know, like.
Sure.
There's also beauty in like figuring it out and seeing the makings of it.
One more question I had about your process, because I know in the process of recording this song, you were on tour, and you were like, you know, one session working on it, you got a few more bars in, next session, a few more bars in. Are you the type of artist that can be working on a bunch of songs at once and you keep attacking one, and then once you kind of get stuck, you move to the next one, and over time you're finishing a bunch?
Yeah. I'm a guy who I'm strictly go off the vibe. When I first started Yo Verse, I also caught a vibe on new music for myself. So I was
damn, all right.
in the groove.
Yeah.
And like busy and like being a dad, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And like
you were on tour also, man.
Yeah, and time just is like it's fluid, bro. It's like time just is like it comes and it goes. I was hearing the verse and I just was like, I was hearing the song and you did so good on it.
Thanks, man.
That I just wanted to make sure I complimented it. You didn't need my verse on it, I don't think. I think the song was great without my verse.
What I love about your verse is it's very clear that they're not two standalone verses that were written. Like you had heard the first verse, and you're flipping certain things, you're challenging certain things, you know, it was great. I really feel like it complements, like you said.
Yeah. That's the whole goal. Any song I do, you know, and have fun.
Yeah.
Can't get too caught up in what people gonna think or like being too critical on yourself.
Totally.
Waste a lot of time like that.
And the moments in the song where I did like chuckle, or when I play it for people and they smile, it is moments in your verse. So you definitely achieved that. So
yeah, that's cool.
Amazing. All right, well, shall we play this thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool.
Yeah, look, I used to chase the rewards. Nowadays I feel rewarded by the chase. Funny how that works. Guess I had it backwards. A lesson to be learned in everything I'm striving after. Back when I would want it faster. Shifted into second gear. Had to make the message clear. Did it on my own, blood, sweat, and tears. Never fear. Y'all was never here. You was just some jealous peers. Always in the game, playing Snake like Metal Gear. I could polish off and never clear. Top it off with 7 beers. Still don't trust nobody else to ever steer. I'm the only person that would never veer. Hopped in a van, watch it go. Van Gogh, how they lend an ear. How many can we fit up in the bandwagon? Funny how the ones stood me up, can't stand it. Numbers going up, my cell at the Grand Canyon. Loving how I climbed to the top, Van Damned it. Whoa, yeah. Shout out to the new ones. Whoa, yeah. Shout out to the day ones. Whoa, yeah. Shout out to the real ones. Whoa, yeah. Shout out to the fake ones. I learn a lot from my enemies, so I keep them close. They show me what I shouldn't do, so I'm keeping notes. One thing I'm noticing, a common thread between the foes. Money over morals, it seems that's where the evil grows. Don't get me wrong, go get the money, you need a home. But when it's all you think about, you predisposed to a life where you trying to make the deepest hole. Keep on getting farther, but the light never seems to show. Thought the seeds will grow, but it decomposes. In the red, getting split like the sea in Moses. Greed is hopeless, we learned it from the Greek and Romans. Feed the homeless and reach atonement, cause it ain't about the money, ain't about the MULA.
Shine down, ayy. Delay my satisfaction, manifest versus action. I'm barely scratching the surface, cause what you know just a fraction. They trying to disturb my peace like I got an Atlanta accent. Say money's the root of evil, but tell me what's evil backwards. Yeah, tell me what's evil backwards. Sometimes change the perspective or give you a different action. I told you boys that I do it, you simply watching it happen. The bass is low, then I'm bad, and I'm driving slow and fast when I'm praying to the Almighty Jehovah Jireh, that one. Gotta keep my composure. People say anything behind closed doors for exposure. Sometimes seeking closure can open up a can of worms. With all the dirt I'm doing, swear they probably just gon' keep on growing. Don't listen to Connor when he say it's not about the money. Cause let's be real, you know he got a lot of money. But I get it, it's not the end goal. It's really just the asset, a vehicle to get to where you didn't go and get to where you get to grow. And money will magnify what you been know. So if you lame and get rich, you gon' be, man, you get it, bro. Do this for the click, if I'm going and they coming too. You might throw up at the budgets that I'm running through. I used to chase the money till I realized it was running from me. Now scratch that, I made a plan, now I'm the one that it's running to. Fast track to that is doing what you love to do. 100x the investment in myself when y'all lost faith, I knew that it was coming through. The difference is you did it for the cash and I did it cause I wanted to. Though it's not about the money, it ain't about the MULA. Even though it came, praise hallelujah. Saying that I changed, I probably never knew ya.
Oh, Marianne Williamson. I love Marianne Williamson.
Oh, cool. I've never heard of Marianne Williamson. Who is that?
She's actually my old pastor from Michigan. Whoa. Yeah, I know, that's one thing. And she's a world-renowned author. Yeah, you got to look into the Course of Miracles.
Course of Miracles, all right.
That's a very important book that she narrates, and she gives a lesson in the Course of Miracles. It's like a whole thing. It's like the teachings of Jesus Christ. I had that book sitting around and randomly was with Katy Perry one day and she was like, oh, that's the Course of Miracles.
Whoa, she knew it? Yeah.
Yeah, she knew it.
I got to check out that book.
Yeah, Course of Miracles.
Was there any inspiration from that book that went into your book?
Yes.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I gained so many lessons from A Course of Miracles, the book, that I wanted to make sure when it was time for me to write mine, that I didn't just want to tell my story. I wanted to more so drop any type of knowledge that I learned that was passed down to me through like all the amazing DNA that I had around me, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandparents, my mentors. Even like when I had a short conversation with Kobe, he was telling me what meditation did for him, and it did the exact same thing for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, man, like, he was describing his process, and it was very similar to my process. Obviously, everyone has their own process, but it was reassuring because it did a very similar action for me as well. It put me in a very similar mindset, and that was just great confirmation because I really respected his mentality. I really respected.
How often do you meditate? What does that look like to you, if you don't mind
sharing? Every day.
Really?
Yeah, I meditate every day, and you could do a 30-second meditation. You could do, I usually do like 15 minutes.
Okay.
You could do and I also put prayer in there. Okay. I gotta add that I don't just meditate, I also pray. I also journal. Like, I have a whole process of like expressing myself and like staying sane in this crazy, chaotic world.
Sure.
And you're still gonna lose it, but the point is that you got a layer of armor on mentally that you could look at it from a different understanding and not let it defeat you.
Yeah.
There are so many people in the world who are like, man, if I would have just got that chance, or if my knee wouldn't have got banged up, I would have been, you know, if that person would have let me sign a record deal, you know, it's like so many stories like that. And that's because people really hold on to these things that they think weigh them down, as opposed to feeling them, going through them, and letting them go, and knowing how to get past it. And that's one of the things my book addresses. And that was one of my biggest, proudest moments of writing the book, is to like give people those tools. Go out here and have fun, you know, live this life. It's temporary. You know, this might be our only chance we get to have friction and progress our souls. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to take advantage of it and realize that it's not all about the music. It's not all about the MULA.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, bro.